I got to tell you, I love this book. I wish I had known about it when I was pregnant because it's really helpful. Like, if you know, dudes, if you know any guys out there that are going to be dads, you got to get them from dude to dad. Now, after I've raved about it, let's talk about it.
Okay.
When my husband and I had our first child, there was nothing like we expected. How does your book specifically help and target dads?
Well, it's a book that's designed to help dads feel like they don't have to lose their identity when they become a dad. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, when my wife was pregnant with our first child, I was really struggling to figure out what my role was during that whole pregnancy experience. So the book is designed to give dads tips on how to stay connected with your partner and how to connect with the child that's about to be born as well.
I also love that you have, I mean, you've got a variety of things in here. You say, hey, listen, guys, after the baby's born, you're going to have to take on dinner. You even give recipes in here that are actually really easy. I don't cook, but this is amazing. What's your best advice when dealing with, the pregnant hormonal wife or just, postpartum?
Well, you know what? I think the biggest thing is you've got to realize you can't take things personally because you're really dealing with your partner who's going through so many transformations, both emotionally, mentally, and physically. So that's a #1 thing to remember. And secondly, it's a partnership. So you guys want to stay connected as much as possible. So anything you can do to make life easier for your partner is definitely going to serve you in the end. And it's a great way to build your foundation because when that third person comes into the picture, it's going to be so easy for the two of you to be at odds, and you want to make sure that your foundation is strong.
It's crazy. No one can prepare you, truly. But you did a really good job in trying to prepare people in this book. I like that you have an index of any sorts of concerns. And you also have, 5 must-haves for the newborn, including the Dude diaper bag, which you invented, which my husband, I do remember seeing it at a store, and he said, I must have this. Why is the Dude diaper bag so great, and what are some other items that you suggest for dads?
Alrighty. Well, the Dude diaper bag, from my opinion, is great because the last thing a guy wants to feel is like he's holding his wife's purse or flowery bag, and it's screaming like, this is not mine. So in order to establish confidence and ease of use, I designed the Diaper Dude bag, which is actually right here. And this is one of my favorite from our latest collection, which is the Diaper Dude Sport Collection. The cool thing about this bag is that it actually has a dad checklist, so you know exactly what you need at all times, including the baby. Because the last thing you want to do is forget your baby.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the baby, when it comes to traveling, you want to make sure that you have a carrier that can help to keep your baby close to you. And the Boba carrier is the one that I suggest. It's so great because it's comfortable, whether you're at the airport walking or you're at sightseeing at your favorite destination. They actually have a wrap version as well, which has no belts or buckles, and that's perfect for breastfeeding moms, and it's machine washable.
Yeah, the Boba one is the easiest because you just slip it on over your head and you don't have to wrap it around and look crazy.
Right, absolutely. Well, speaking of washing, when we get to traveling with our kids, washing when the kids are little can always be a stress, whether you're at grandma's house or the Four Seasons. But thankfully, the Pudge tub, which is shown right here, is your solution to that. It actually fits into the sink, so you can just put your baby inside, cradle them, and wash them without having to bend over the bathtub and stress your back out. So it really saves you that pain.
That's amazing. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, if you're traveling on long distances and the kids are saying, like, are we there yet, and you're having a hard time entertaining them, you definitely want to pick up Little Pim. It's perfect for kids. It's an award-winning language program that's actually great for kids ages 0 to 6. And it's great because it gives you the opportunity to teach your kids a second language, even if you don't know the language yourself.
Okay, I like that. That's actually really cool. I'm going to look up Little Pim. Thank you so much, Chris, for being with us this morning. I'm sure you're helping dads all over. What's your final advice to any new dads?
Well, you know what? You just stay connected. Take as many photos as you can. You can log on to blinkbuggy.com to find out how you can actually store them. And just be that partner and be flexible and know that you'll be the best dad if you just stick with it and be open.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris, for being there. And tagline of the book, and what he says is, dude, relax. You're going to be fine, but it wouldn't hurt to get a few pointers on that roadmap ahead. So that's why Chris wrote this book called From Dude to Dad. Right now, you can win this copy right here if you're calling number 58 at 888-258-0920, 888-258-0920. Really, actually cool book.
Yeah, it's a journey we all take. You're like, dude, can you believe Josh is a dad?
I know. It's crazy. Oh, wow.
What?
All sorts of stuff.
You've been sifting through that all morning
This is
long.
a great
I'm
book.
curious,
Honestly,
yeah.
I wish I had this for my husband because
it's
so
gonna be
many of
somebody's.
these books, they give you, they're like 600 pounds, and they're like, everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah!
What to expect when you're expecting better?
Yeah,
That
it's
guy
like-
has made a ton of money off
Yeah,
that book.
and by the way, thank you.
All right, coming up on 8.